My name is Arvin and I'm from Brisbane in Australia, and last summer I actually went to Mexico and did a volunteering project. I really wanted to try something new and different and explore a place I've never been to before, which is why I chose Mexico in Central America. I really wanted to understand what is really about Mexico rather than tacos and tequila. I did an experience of teaching, and at first I didn't know what teaching really entails because a lot of my friends are actually teachers that have graduated and are doing it as a job. And I wanted to really understand what it's like to be a teacher and challenge myself in that sort of way, especially teaching a foreign language. The project I did was an education project called Sharing Tisipan, and it allowed me to actually go into a startup school and work for a young principal who's starting her own business, and I taught English classes to ages between 5 years old to 35, and these are afternoon English classes that people took after their schooling or also after their work. My most memorable exchange experience was when I really wrapped up my experience towards the end of my 6 weeks. I was in a discussion space with a person that was facilitating this reflection space, and other people are on exchange. And the reason why it was so memorable because it made me reflect and understand how much I've actually gained from this experience. It really made me understand of how much I've actually fallen in love with Mexico and the true objective of this whole leadership experience journey. And to tie things all up, I was above one of the most beautiful buildings in Mexico called Bellas Artes, and to me it was just so beautiful having that experience during the sunsetting scene, and then thinking about what I've gained about this whole leadership journey. The biggest challenge for me in Mexico was actually understanding how to teach. I never realized what a skill teaching was, especially when you're in a foreign country, you don't know how to speak Spanish and you have to teach different age levels. What that made it clear to me is that firstly, I really knew how to really be empathetic, because some students couldn't understand the way I spoke because I have an Australian accent, and also the content in the books. So adjusting my teaching style, having the patience to communicate with these students really brought a different side of myself and really taught me how to be more empathetic, and actually pushed me to respect teachers now because their job is so difficult, and I really appreciate for what they do because I never realized how much of a skill and challenge it really was. The people I lived with was amazing. I had my host parent, which was Julissa. She was actually the principal of the school, and what really made this special was that she integrated me into her family, into her friendship circle, and allowed me to really view what it was really like in Mexico. Beyond that, we had our weekend activities with other exchange people who were doing the same similar projects around the city, and the other ISECers there. And the greatest thing about those is that after my teaching full weeks, I got to go back into Mexico City and have some fun, really understand the culture, what it's like to be a young person in Mexico, and really try different things within the culture. And that was also a really great experience because I got to interact with people from Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, and these are people who I've made friendships with, and it's going to last a lifetime, and we're still chatting on WhatsApp and stuff. This was my leadership story. What's yours?